what Najmuddin said there. The fact is, I've already said that, of course, this is a Pakistani problem to address by the Pakistanis. But what happens if they don't? What happens if individuals whose name I don't want to take here wander around and continue saying the kind of things they used to, and under the within the framework of charitable works and good works, they also harbor those who indulge, whose hatred of India is beyond words. I think we should have confidence. We should ring-fence it, but we'll also need action on the ground. And so let's hope that they're able to do so. As regards your last question, frankly, I'm a congressman. I'm in opposition to Mr. Narendra Modi. I do a weekly column of criticism of what he's up to. So you can't expect me to suddenly pop up here and say that I'm putting all my eggs in his basket. Let's see. I hope you're right. I'm quite willing to be proved wrong. Ground for attempting to resolve political and other such emotional issues. In practical terms, I don't see a flourishing of India-Pakistan trade until there is a Consulate General of India re-established in Karachi and a Consulate General of Pakistan opened in Mumbai. I think we need to restore air links between the two countries. We certainly need to go back to using the sea. And we need banks. We need integrated customs checkposts at the land borders. Yes, there's an enormous amount still to be done, and it should be done. And I think the rather total speed at which all this is being liberalized forward is inadequate and should receive more attention. I quite agree that business could still pull our countries together. I don't see any prospect whatsoever, any advantage whatsoever to India of adding 200 million angry Pakistanis to our own population. I do not believe that we constitute a threat to you. I do believe that there is a perception that we constitute a threat to you. And I believe that your defense establishment and intelligence establishment believe that even more. And I think as long as you think that I have been placing all the blame on Pakistan after this talk, it means that you believe that that's what I believe. And I've been trying to explain that there are many reasons why we should be getting together. So there is a huge trust deficit. I did want to move away from India-Pakistan and talk about the generality of Indian foreign policy. But obviously whatever else I had to say made hardly any impression. And I don't want to be foolishly optimistic. Yes, I would hope that things will improve. But realistically, I think there is a long way still to go. And that I would like to see the process being sustained. And if you just say that there are one or two individuals whom I was hinting at who are wandering around, then that's all you perceive it as. But that's not the Indian perception. We have been the victims of attacks that have come from the soil. Exactly as your Foreign Office told the Afghan Shahid affair yesterday, that Pakistan has been the victim of a major terror attack mounted from Afghan soil. And I think unless there is in Pakistan a much greater appreciation of the fact that so long as terrorism within Pakistan is limited to Pakistan, it will be an internal problem of Pakistan's, and nobody else has any right to say anything. But if countries outside Pakistan become the victim of such terror, you have to factor it in to the relationship. You just can't shrug your shoulders and say it didn't happen. In Mumbai, it did happen. And Pathankot has happened. And yes, at the same time, Sanjota happened too. And you could well ask me the question, why haven't you resolved Sanjota? But when we have these kind of issues, instead of saying that India is unnecessarily indulging in a blame game, if these authorities, the army authorities, the intelligence authorities, the police authorities, were to be able to work out mechanisms which were referred to in Havana when the anti-terrorism mechanism said that India and Pakistan would cooperate with each other in dealing with these issues. We haven't gone very much further on that, and we need to. But if the mindset is that India is to blame, or the mindset is that Pakistan is to play a state, but if we can have the wisdom of trying to face the problem as it is and say, let's find an answer to that, I am glad that there seem to be steps being taken by the Nawaz Sharif government which are moving us in the direction of trying to unearth what it was that happened at Pathankot. And that is a very positive movement. Where it will lead, we have to see it. We've also just seen in today's papers that some evidence has been thrown out by the court. So we'll have to work out how we deal with this, not at the level of saying that you're unnecessarily blaming us, or us saying that you're doing nothing about it. I think you're doing something about it, but I hope it proves to be adequate. And if it doesn't prove to